Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm going to be giving you guys an update on the leak situation that's been going on. If you have not watched my first two videos that I've done on this, you need to watch them before you jump into this one. Otherwise, it probably won't make any sense. I'll leave both those links in the description so you can check it out if indeed you are interested. All right, so very quickly, getting back to our leaker, who we're still not sure if he or she is actually legit or not, but they do have a track record of getting 7, 8, 9 things in a row that have actually been added into online. So far, I'd say that's pretty good. The only thing to me that's a little bit sketchy is the way they're acting on Twitter. But who knows? Everyone's got their own style and their way about doing things, so who am I to ultimately judge? So where we last left off, we were kind of under the assumption that there was going to be something with a submarine and then something with an aircraft carrier. And then we got some more tweets from our leaker. So after a day or two of not saying anything, our leaker says, anyways, since you all now have correctly guessed first the next MOC and then the base of operations, today we'll have a 3-part clue hinting towards 2 new vehicles. So the new MOC he's talking about is the submarine, and the base of operation he's talking about is the aircraft carrier, which conveniently enough is something we both have in the game now. The Doomsday Heist DLC added the submarine, and the original Heist update added the aircraft carrier. So both of those are already in the game. So this is clue number 1, and it is a photo right here of a vehicle from GTA 4. This is the Albany Presidente, which is pretty cool. Now, this is a normal version of this car. However, in Grand Theft Auto 4's The Ballad of Gay Tony, the Albany Presidente was the police stinger. And it was the fastest vehicle in the game, and it also had this awesome, like, American flag style livery on there, which was really cool. So that right there is apparently hint number 1. Hint number 2 is this logo right here, and this is 712. So you guys probably know of the famous, like, convenience store 7-Eleven. This one is 712. So I'm sure this is a parody or something like that. So that is clue 2 of 3. And then you've got 3 of 3. You probably recognize this dude as well. That's Herbert, the old man from Family Guy, the animated series that is on TV. So those are your 3 clues right there. So we've got a car, a parody of a convenience store, and a fake animated character in a TV show. I'm not exactly sure what we're supposed to get from that. Maybe you guys know. Now, to help us out with this, our leaker ended up tweeting out this friendly assist as the second clue might be too cryptic. 112 equals 28. 412 equals 30. So I am just as confused as you, but it seems as if what our leaker is doing is retweeting things that happen to be correct. So this is what he ended up retweeting. This is a tweet from Brandon L. Brines, and he says, leap year months, question mark, 128 is 128-day month, which is February, and then 4 30-day months, and that would be April, June, September, and November. The rest have 31 days. And the next tweet that he retweets is from Ben Watts that was, car was Presidente, and this is Herbert from Family Guy. So President Herbert Hoover, question mark. He retweeted that, which to me indicates that that is correct, and that has actually solved the riddle. So those are our 3 clues right there. Something to do with the months of the year, April, June, September, and November. And then February on top of that, and then something regarding President Herbert Hoover. Now, this is where things can get a little bit interesting because you can dive into so many different things here. Is he talking about the Hoover Dam? Is he talking about maybe a vehicle that President Herbert Hoover drove when he was in office? Getting back to the month things, is that him talking about when we're going to be getting updates in 2018? February, April, June, September, November. I don't think that's true because that would be more DLCs than we got this year. And they're also in months which we really never get updates. The only one in there is really June, in which we receive a DLC. So to me, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So I'm not entirely too sure what is going on here. If we combine those leaks with what we've seen in the previous ones, which again indicates that it's going to be a sea or a naval base update with the submarine, the anti-aircraft trailer, and this is something that a lot of people have been pointing to for a while now, myself included, I think it's kind of like the final frontier that Rockstar has yet to explore as far as their businesses go. And there's a lot of elements in the game that Rockstar could ultimately add. Now, something else that's kind of interesting, I don't know if this relates to the code, but Herbert Hoover was the 31st president of the United States. So I'm not sure if those dates are significant, the months that have 31 days or what. I have no clue at this point. So that's another thing that he ended up retweeting. And then he ended up retweeting someone that said Hovercraft, obviously meaning to be Hovercraft. Is that something else that Rockstar could add in this update? Now, I don't know how many of you guys have played GTA San Andreas, but there was a hovercraft in that game called the Vortex that Rockstar could very easily add back into the game. Although I'm not sure what they would call it if they did, because they already introduced a bike in the game called the Vortex. So that would be pretty cool. And if you're thinking to yourself, that's way too far-fetched for GTA, we got flying DeLoreans, we have flying oppressor bikes, we have rocket Batmobiles, we have Tron bikes. Nothing is too far-fetched, futuristic, or wacky for GTA at this point. It is not even the same game that came out in 2013. But that would be kind of awesome. That really gets me back to that San Andreas roots right there. So it would definitely be really cool if Rockstar went back and then added another really epic vehicle from San Andreas 2, the Hovercraft, which was the Vortex. Not sure, like I said, what they're going to call it, but still pretty exciting. So I'm going to be very honest with you guys. I don't really know how these leaks are going to ultimately fold out, if indeed they are true. I mean, this person has been on Twitter for like 8 years now. So they've been around for a long time. Obviously, this is getting a ton of traction recently. So it's really tough to say, is this legit? Is it not legit? I'm of the mindset that it is, but the person behind it, the Rockstar employee, the Rockstar developer, doesn't know how to handle all the attention. And that's what I think is resulting in these weird and wacky tweets. So I'd love to hear from you guys in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think of all this. Is the information coming out from our Twitter leaker legit, or do you think it's just some guy that's trolling? But anyways, that's all I've got for you guys in this video today. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comment section down below. What do you think of our Twitter leaker? Do you think he's legit? Do you think he's not legit? What do you think of the leaks if they are true? Rockstar going in a sea or a naval-based style update. I personally think it would be cool if Rockstar made the right additions to the game. I think it could be awesome, but I'd love to hear from you guys in the comment section down below. Anyways, regardless of what you think, if you did go on to enjoy this video, a like rating would of course be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.